Hey guys, good morning. It is 9:26. We did not get up and out of bed until about 8:45. Everly woke up at 7 and then she kind of went back to sleep, so I just laid there and I think I ended up dozing off. I still have a headache, but I'm gonna have some coffee, take some Advil and hope that it or some Tylenol and hope that it goes away. But anyway, today's breakfast, Thursdays, are smoothies, so the girls are eagerly awaiting to have this. But today we did 2 bananas, about 2 cups, and this is for all 3 of them, 2 cups of the triple berry blend, 1 Premier protein, like the whole protein, and then 1 filled with water, kind of shaken to get the remnants in there and to have the liquid with it. About 2 cups of spinach and about 1 cup of oatmeal. If I had chia seeds or flax seeds or something like that, I would have put it in there as well, but I don't. So yeah, it looks really yummy. And that is what they are having for breakfast today. How are the smoothies?
Good. Amazing. Better than amazing.
So I thought I would share with you guys what I'm having, even though I do plan on doing what I eat in a day, because a lot of you guys requested it as a separate video, but I'm just going to show you today because I showed you what the girls are having. I didn't have any smoothie because with fruit blended up and stuff, it does count as points, just because you're not eating it whole. So yeah, this is what I'm having. 2 Sara Lee multigrain toasts. They are 1 point each, so 2 points total. A tablespoon of the whole wheat guacamole on each toast, which is again 1 point each, so each toast is 2 points. And I actually measured out my everything but the bagel seasoning from Tones, because it does have 5 calories for 1/4 of a tablespoon, and if you sorry, 1/4 of a teaspoon. If you go up to 1 whole teaspoon, it's actually 1 point. So I measured it out because I was like, I usually just sprinkle it, I never measure, and this was just under half of a teaspoon. And this is what I normally put on it, and it was still 0 points. So I just was curious because, I don't know, the more videos I watch, the more I feel like sometimes some people don't completely check, like when they scan things, they don't check the nutritional facts to make sure that they match up. So anyway, I did it just in case, and it's 0. If you do under a teaspoon, it's 0 points for this one, at least. I don't know about any of the other ones. And then I have a Dannon, well, lost the blueberry, Dannon Light and Fit Greek toasted coconut. These are 2 points, and then about 1/3 of a cup of fresh blueberries on top for 0. So 6 points for breakfast. It's kind of late. It's already like 9:45, and we usually have been doing lunch about 12:30. So this will tide me over until breakfast. I mean lunch.
1, 2, 3. One more time. On your turn. No, it's Adam's turn. Okay. We invented this new game, and I really like it. 1, 2, 3. You're licking me. 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, official good morning. It rained just enough last night for it to be pretty wet out here. I'm like, dang it, man. And it looks pretty good outside, but everything's wet, which we needed. We definitely need the rain, and also our water bill could use the rain for sure, because I have not got the water bill that is actually attached to the pool, like when we filled it, so I'm not sure how much our water bill is going to be. I'm assuming to fill this probably costs... Lola's okay. She's okay. Autumn's screaming at the door. I'm assuming it's probably going to cost $150 to fill this up, but right around this time we got the grass up front, and we've had to water it twice a day, and there have been a few times where we forgot that the sprinkler was on, so not like for long, but for a couple of hours. And so yeah, it feels pretty out here, but I'm hoping that it got all the grass got enough water. So we have some here, which is already growing in, so that's cool. Even the lemon tree, like we've been watering that every day. Look at all these flowers. beautiful tree, but pain in the butt to keep clean. And then look, all this grass is growing into. So yeah, the rain definitely helps with those types of things. I don't have to water like the flowers and the grass back here and stuff, but it makes it really hard for the girls to come out and play because it's muddy back here. And I need to clean out the pool. If it's pretty later today, maybe I'll let them go swimming. It hasn't been pretty the last few days, but the sun's coming out, so maybe it plans on getting pretty. And I'm curious, those of you that have pools, how frequently are you having to fill them up? Because, or not like fill them, but top them off. Because I feel like in the 2 weeks that we've had this pool, it's lost between swimming in it and the evaporation, maybe about 2 inches of water. And so I'm just curious, is it just because Texas sun is on a whole other level? Those of you that have pools and run them in the summer, how frequently are you having to top them off with water? I'm just curious because the hose probably does need to go in there and get a little bit of extra water. I just haven't done that. Okay, I saw this, it's lunchtime. My headache, finally, I didn't even take anything. I think just laying down and turning off the lights and stuff helped a lot. Everly's still not feeling that great. She's still a little fussy from her legs, so put her down, gave her a bottle, put her down. So hopefully she takes a good nap. The girls are eating, it's 12:45, so we got a little bit late start to lunch. I've been trying to do lunch between 12 and 12:30 for them, but they're having tuna and like tuna salad. I saw a recipe on chicken salad on the Skinny dish. No, not chicken salad, egg salad that had Greek yogurt in it. So I'm trying it for them for lunch. So I did a little bit of light mayonnaise, mostly Greek yogurt, and then some salt and pepper, garlic powder. They're having some saltines, carrots, and a few pickles on the side. I haven't figured out how I'm going to eat it yet, but that's what we're having for lunch. So this is totally not supposed to be what I eat in a day. That's just all that's happened for us so far. The sun is finally coming out. So I'm hoping it's gonna dry up by this afternoon. Andres goes off early today. He said he would come home and check the pool, skim it and everything. And then we'll see, maybe we need to add some water or something to it. But I also wanted to make some hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. I ended up doing that squash for Everly yesterday, and she actually really liked it by itself. I'm surprised because she pretty much has liked everything except the peas. And the peas I'm going to try again, I think, because I think it was more like her first interaction with food and she was just not sure. So I'm gonna try those again and then move on to fruits, I think is what the plan is. But yeah, she just wasn't having it today. So I really don't know what I want to eat for lunch. I have some chicken apple sausage with zucchini that I could cook up, or I could just eat the tuna. I was trying to see how much the girls were going to eat in the tuna because that was 4 packs of tuna. So I didn't know how much they would eat of it because they love chicken salad and the big girls like egg salad, but they've never had tuna, I don't think. Maybe at Nin's, I don't know. So, and then I think, I don't think that they've had tuna, at least here at the house. I think for dinner tonight, we're going to do pulled pork with fresh green beans. Maybe some rice, I don't know, I haven't decided. So that's what our day, and then I already told them they could have pudding. We have a few sugar-free puddings left in the fridge, pudding and some graham crackers for snacks. So hopefully these ideas are helping you guys, because I know for me, it's like so easy to just be like, grab a corn dog, grab some chicken nuggets, grab a sandwich every single day. And when they're at school and they're taking their lunch, it's okay to have a, you know, kind of repetition of stuff. But when they're at home and we have the ability to like cook and things like that, and not even just cook, but just have a variety of foods that can be served right away, it's just so much easier for them to have a variety of foods. So anyway, y'all like the tuna? Mm-hmm. Autumn? You do? Okay. I'm so excited. The second the doorbell rang, I was like jumping for joy. Oh, it's very reminiscent to Erin Condren, the way that she packages her stuff. I think her packaging's super cute. Has to be printed on there, yeah. It's like she did not go writing thousands of them. But this is the one that I got. I opted for the small Live Rich planner in the fruit. I am so very excited to give this a try. I was really hoping it would make it here before July so I could start it in July. And yay, I have 12 days to get it all set up and put together. So it was like 50, I think she charges like 45, or I'm not exactly sure, something like that. So these coils are quite larger than the Erin Condren. I think I've actually got an Erin Condren that has this thick of coil, but I would assume that the coiling would probably fit the Erin Condren. Hers is like the super thick material, but I'm sure you could put another cover on here if you really wanted to. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm more excited for this. So the tabs are super thick. What happened, Mama? The paper feels slick though, so I don't know how, like I can see the lines through it, so I'm assuming if you write too dark, it'll probably go through. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So it has the month. She has a whole breakdown and like how she uses it and everything. Looking at it now, the size, I feel like I should have got the larger one, but that's okay. This is the size of the Erin Condren that I normally work in, so here's the monthly view, and hers are undated, so you could start on whatever month you want. And then a personal finance section, so your expenses, daily spending, debt priorities, savings goals, which I think that's super awesome, just kind of all on one page. That's one thing that I wish when I had Erin Condren I would use them. I use the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner for our bills and stuff like that, and then I will use either the hourly or vertical for daily planning, but I haven't really been into it lately. And one thing that I wish I could have done was kind of combine the two together, so this is a perfect solution, I feel like. So I think that that's super cool. And then here's a personal planning, so this comes before the week, so you can do the weekly meal prep, which is cool. Shopping list of things that you need, habit, goal trackers, housework, weekly to-do list, personal to-do list, and then here's an hourly spread for the actual week. So if you have, like, if you want to do block scheduling, and it goes from 4:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m., which is kind of crazy. That's such a wide variety. Our days don't even start till about 8 o'clock, so I could even do like a to-do list or something up here. But I think that that's pretty cool. And then it goes back into another week of personal planning, and then another week of hourly personal planning. I think there's 5 per area, if I'm not mistaken. And then at the back it has thoughts and notes, and then it goes into another month. So that has 12 months there, which I've always enjoyed doing calendars kind of like based on the school schedule. So I'm excited to have that. Now I can see why it's so thick though, because there's a lot of pages per week. And then a folder, a pocket folder, and it comes with these stickers, and these are glossy with the months and little cute clip art. Then it comes with a bookmark, I'm assuming, and then a 10% off coupon. So yay, I'm super excited. I will definitely let you guys know how I like this. I think the drawing and everything is super cute. Definitely worth the money. I feel like it's really good quality so far. I'll let you know, I have a heavy hand when I write. I write thick, and I like to write with thick pens. So I will let you know if anything bleeds through or we have an issue with that, but I cannot wait to get started. Yay! I'm currently waiting for my computer to update, and I'm putting my stickers on my the Budget Mom planner. And I thought I would talk about yesterday a little bit more. So I finished 13 Reasons Why. So if you do not want a spoiler, skip ahead. I'm not going to talk about like everything in detail or anything like that, but I did finish it last night. Yeah, I guess it was like early last night, and it was really sad. I do feel like in general the whole last season drug on just a little bit with like the same scenario over and over again, but I definitely was surprised. I mean, they start it off thinking, you know, somebody dies, but you think it's one person and then it ends up being another. And honestly, my heart broke because I really was like thinking, what a comeback kid, you know, like that's such a great story to come up from nothing and to fight drug addiction in that battle, and then for him to die of AIDS. Like, my heart broke. I sobbed for a fictional character. Sobbed. It was very, very sad. I'm glad that Clay in the end ended up, you know, getting the help that he needed, and they're all kind of moving on with their lives and stuff, but it was crazy. Definitely good if you've never watched 13 Reasons Why and you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sorry that I just ruined it for you, but definitely go and check it out. It has so many things in it that are so true for, I feel like, especially this generation, and even like my kids' generation, you know. I feel like it's so sad to see some of the things that they have to endure that we didn't have to endure, or at least I didn't have to endure in high school. And I know, you know, like mental illness especially has been such a prevalent thing for so many people that is not talked about enough, and it absolutely breaks my heart to see everything that they went through. It's just like, no matter what, I realize it was a show, but like I'm sure some of it was based on people's lives, you know, things that have happened to them, because those things are all real. They have happened before, and just the whole thing was like super heartbreaking. But it was a really good show. I think the ending, the very, very ending, could have been better. I didn't really understand why it was just Tony and Clay driving, didn't say a word to each other. I guess it was just like the end of ends, because they started together. I don't really know. It was like about them two. Tony got the tapes from Hannah, gave them to Clay. Like, it was about those two and their relationship pretty much the whole first season, and like they've always had that tight bond. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. I thought it was a little strange. I didn't really understand that aspect of it, but I was so torn up about the ending. So torn up. I could not believe it. I knew something was going to happen around prom. I feel like that's just how shows like that go. Anytime that there's a big event, something happens. And especially in 13 Reasons Why. Anytime they ever had a big event, there was something that happened. I was honestly surprised something else didn't happen at their graduation. But anyway, yeah, I would recommend it for sure. It was really, really good. So I finished that. That was another reason why yesterday we had a rough day, like rough evening. I was beating myself up about the flowers. They actually seem to be doing fine now. I don't know if it's because I put them right back in the ground and it rained overnight, so that helped. I mean, who knows if they'll continue to grow, but they didn't die, so it is what it is. Also, I cannot remember if we planted seeds in the big bucket outside where the bug zapper is hanging. There's a whole bunch of flowers growing in that pot. Andres planted 3, but there's a whole bunch of flowers growing around the pot. Can anybody remember if I talked about it? Because I tried going back look on the footage and I could not see anything. But if you recall me talking about planting flowers in that planter, like putting seeds, please let me know, because I am losing my mind. I told Andres, I was like, did you do this? And he's like, I didn't do it. But there are flowers, like the same flowers that Maddie planted in her planter up front are in this thing. I asked all the girls, they said they didn't do it. I swear I didn't, but maybe I did. So I feel like I'm losing it. If you recall hearing me talk about it, let me know. You about ready to go night-night? I'm touching all of mommy's stuff with your slobber, huh? Huh, pretty girl? I just got done editing the vlog. It's already scheduled to go live. I've been studying. I have a quiz that I have to take tonight. It's only a 5-question quiz, but that's actually worse, I feel like, because you have to get them right or you could fail very quickly if you miss any of them. So yeah, I have that today, and then I have a final tomorrow. So I'll have to do last minute studying and stuff. I've been kind of looking over stuff for the last like 3 hours here. All of the big girls are in bed. Well, Emmy's probably just starting to get into bed. So typically what we do is we tuck them all in. Autumn and Everly go to bed. Everly just happens to be awake. Maddie goes to bed, and then Emmy, whatever time they go to bed, usually stays up, you know, 20-30 minutes later. And until she breaks the trust, we allow her to put herself to bed, just to give her that, you know, responsibility, the independence, stuff like that. And when I say put her, like, we give her a hug and kiss goodnight, tuck her in, whatever, and then she's responsible for turning off her lights, turning off her electronics, stuff like that. So far so good. We'll see how that continues to go. I feel like if you just allow them to start doing things for themselves on their own within reason, that's how they become more self-sufficient and they learn responsibility and stuff. So we're trying it. That's not something typically we would have done during the school year, but it's summer and she's 10 and a half, so we're learning now. Also, Everly is in one of her new, I feel like my tank top's a little bit big up in my chest area and my bra's hanging out of it. But Everly's in one of her new onesies, and this one is 6 to 9 months, and it actually looks like it's going to fit her probably for a month. And if she stretches anymore, it may not. It's already washed, but still, I don't think it's gonna fit her too long. I'm like, dang, Mom. Already growing, huh? I don't even think I told you guys, she was 16 pounds 1 ounce. She was right in the 40th percentile for her age. She's 6.5 months right now. And she was almost 26 inches, like 25.9 inches or something like that. And yeah, I think for her head also, for her height also, she was like 40th percentile, which is great because her height was fine her last visit, but her weight was only 12.2 pounds. And she was a little over 4 months, and she was in the like 10th percentile or something. I've never had a kiddo in that low of a percentile, not for weight at least. So it was good that she's coming back up, still a little bit below average, but she's coming back up, which is nice. And I don't think that she'll have any problems continuing. What do you see? You see all the fun stuff, huh? She's grabbing all my, careful. So anyway, we're about to feed this little girl and then get her in bed. Hopefully she calms down fairly quickly. She did a lot better today. She slept almost 3 hours this morning, and she hasn't taken, or like early afternoon, and she hasn't taken a nap since then. So I'm hoping she'll sleep and go down fairly quickly. It's late. She usually is in bed for an hour already. By this time it's 9 o'clock for her, so it's just because she slept so long. Normally she has like 2 hour-and-a-half naps, and today she just kind of combined it all into one. She actually skipped a bottle, I think. Or no, that's why this bottle is late, because she woke up late this morning, took a super long nap. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm hoping she goes down because I have to take that quiz tonight. That's why I got the vlog uploaded early. And until then, until she is like settled, I'm just going to continue working in my, I was gonna say budget by paycheck workbook, no, in my Live Rich planner. And so I have written quite a bit, I can't get it over, of stuff, and you can see it does bleed through. So you just have to be careful. Like I said, I write pretty heavy-handed. I am writing currently with the, let me show you, with these pens here, the Papermate Flares. Is that fun? Mommy loves pens. Huh. So Papermate Flares, these are thicker, like a 0.5. Is 0.5 smaller? 0.7. What is this? 0.7. Okay, yeah, so they're 0.7s. I feel like they're thick. They're like felt tip. And then I also have the Papermate Ink Joy Gel 0.7s that I like writing with. So far, both of those have I say bled. They've shadowed through where you can see them. And then I have the Staedtler Triplus Fine Liner pens, which are very fine, and even those shadow through. So just be conscious of that if you get this with the Aaron Ian Taker. Give me the junkies. So yeah, just be, you know, kind of leery of that. Like you can see here, all these check marks here on the other side are with the Staedtler pens, and this is with the Papermate flares. This is with the flare, but you can't see this on the other side because it's thick. So just be aware of that. It's not like that huge of a deal. I knew I was going to be coloring and decorating and stuff like that using stickers. So that's what I'm doing, and just, you know, you can even see it on this side. Like you can see the numbers up there, the heart that I drew, stuff like that. So just, again, just kind of be conscious of that when you order it. I feel like the Erin Condren does not bleed through. And it really doesn't shadow either, to be honest. So, and I write with the same pens over there. So that's not awesome, but it's something that I could work with. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I love the layout of it. I love the fact that you can look at the month, you can look at your finances all on one sheet here, and then the weekly. I'm super excited for the weekly, for having the meal prep, the habits, the housework stuff, because I feel like with literally nothing to do, and I mean, I hate to say that because being a stay-at-home mom, you always have something to do, but I just kind of go by the seat of my pants. Is that this expression? Like I just am like, all right, today we're gonna do this. I would really love to have a schedule like we've been doing for breakfast this whole week. It's worked out so well. The girls know what to expect. I showed them the list. So yeah, all day today they were like, okay, or all day yesterday they were like, tomorrow we're having smoothies for breakfast. I'm like, yep, we're having smoothies. They got up, they grabbed the smoothie stuff. They knew that's what they were having. Tomorrow's eggs, so they know we made boiled eggs, we could scramble eggs. They know that's what they're having. It just is, it helps to have some sort of routine in place, for us at least, because if not, literally everything goes out the window, and I do not like chaos that much. I work well under pressure, but I really am a type A personality, and I really prefer order and clear cut, I know what to expect type of stuff. So yeah, I think that this is going to help a lot. I don't know that I'll get a ton of use out of the weekly view, but just because I don't, my days aren't super like broken down by time or anything like that. But if I do decide to implement like a block scheduling system, something similar to what Jordan Page has created, you know, from, like I said, breakfast, we're doing breakfast from 8:30 to 9. From 9 to maybe 10 o'clock, we're reading and doing math. From 10 to 12 is screen time, or I don't know, whatever. Maybe that would be beneficial in the weekly sense, but I'm really excited for the rest of it. So anyway, I'm going to cut this vlog a little short time frame wise. Normally I'm like vlogging well into 11, 12, 1 a.m. But like I said, as soon as she goes to bed and settles down, I need to take that quiz. And then me and my husband will probably watch a 90 Day Fiancé or something. And then I'll head to bed, because tomorrow will be a really lovely day of studying for my final test. So yeah, and then I have a week, like a 10-day break, which is awesome because it coincides with the rest of his vacation that he'll be home for. So I'm very excited for that. I won't have any responsibilities as far as school. So yeah, also I wanted to try and figure out some way in here as to how I can do like YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe I'll look into that. Anyway, I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, and we will see you tomorrow.